Hi everyone, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Taylor Yedro, and on today's episode, I'm going to be sharing with you my personal experience when it comes to trading and investing in the world's largest financial market, aka the foreign exchange or FOREX market. I'm going to be sharing with you my personal experience over the past 2 years and some of my best tips when it comes to trading, some of the things that I wish I would have known when I got started. So if you are somebody who has been trading for a while, or maybe it's something you've been looking into, maybe it's something you've heard of and maybe you're skeptical of it and you're looking for another perspective, feel free to stay tuned, like, comment, and subscribe to my channel if this is some content you would like to see more of. Let's get to know each other, guys. Share your trading experience with me. And with that being said, let's go ahead and get started. So starting with my experience, I actually got started trading in the Forex market in August of 2019. And from August to March, I was mostly a student. I was always studying, and I kind of used it as a side hustle. I was learning how to trade in the market, and I was taking trade signals from some of the most credible educators in the world when it comes to Forex and different strategies in how to participate in this market, right? So up until March of 2020, I was only doing this part-time. And in March of 2020, I decided to go full-time with trading and to pursue a career, not only in investing, but as a business owner, as an entrepreneur, and helping others to trade as well. So I strategically partnered with the #1 educational platform in teaching individuals how to become an entrepreneur. And one of the ways you can do this is through investing. And what better way to do this than investing into the world's largest financial market, the Forex market, right? We all participate in this market, whether or not you know it. Whenever you have a savings account with a bank, they actually use the money in the bank in the savings accounts to trade within the Forex market, and they give you a percentage of the return at the end of the year. So this is how banks are making their money. And this is what I learned is that, wow, I'm already participating in this market, and if I can actually give myself more control over my money just by educating myself and having the right resources, I would like to do that. I would like to utilize my resources and do what so many others are doing. And I wasn't taught this in school. So what better way to do it than to seek mentorship, right? So that's my experience. That's how I got started. Now, 2 years later, I am a full-time trader, entrepreneur, and I help others to do this thing. I'm here to educate, impact, and enrich millions of lives all over the world to take on a skill set that nobody can take from you. Once you learn this skill set and you have a phone, you have access to Wi-Fi and internet, you're able to make money literally from anywhere. That goes against the traditional way of making money, right? You don't have to clock into a 9-to-5 job. This gives you so much more financial and time freedom, and it's a skill set that nobody can take from you. It's not a job that somebody has to hire you for, or they have to go over an interview with you. No, when you learn this skill set and you can execute it to the best of your ability, there is so much reward to this. So that's why I'm here to teach people, is that you don't have to go through life the traditional way, especially as a mother. I definitely want to help moms in showing them that there are different ways that you can make an income, whether that's, doing an online business or investing, but there are ways that you can spend time with your kids and your family and make time for yourself and make money, right? So I've become super passionate about this. That is a little bit about my experience, where I'm at with this, and what it's been able to honestly provide for me when it comes to opportunity. So I'm all for it. If you're looking into trading, I'm gonna continue this video with some of my best tips and what I wish I would have known when I got started, because it's a journey, it's a marathon, it's not a race to learn this skill set. With that being said, my very first tip when it comes to trading is to seek mentorship from the right resources, okay? It's all about who you listen to. Now, there's a thing called YouTube University. We're here right now, right? We're all familiar with YouTube University. Maybe you've heard of babypips.com, and this is free access to education within the foreign exchange market. But I cannot tell you fully that that is a credible source to get your information from. You want to be learning from people who have a lot of experience in the markets and a lot of experience trading and the results to prove it. And I've been able to connect and learn from some of the world's best educators when it comes to profiting, when it comes to risk management, and when it comes to honestly just learning new strategies to trade and to invest, because you're not necessarily going to be taught this in books or in videos. You want to seek mentorship from individuals who have what you want. And this is with anything, guys. You're not going to go learn how to bake a cake from a barber, right? You're going to go to the very best baker to go learn that skill set. And it's the same thing with this. So seek mentorship, because you can't do this alone. And if you just listen to yourself, well, you've been listening to yourself for years, and you're most likely going to get the same results over and over. So be open to new perceptions, be open to new perspectives when it comes to a skill set that honestly does take time to learn. Seek mentorship in the right places, and I promise it is so worth it, okay? There's courses out there that are going upwards of $10,000 to teach you how to trade in this market. If any of you guys are interested in actually learning about how you could profit in this market, feel free to reach out to me. I actually have a link in my bio, in the content below, that you can reach out to me. We can schedule a consultation call, and I'll share with you a little bit more about my experience and actually give you a one-on-one consultation of how you can get started and how I can give you the best game plan and blueprint when it comes to trading, right? And that's totally free. So my first tip is seek mentorship from the right people, right? And my second tip is to follow a trading plan, guys. Follow your trading plan and track your progress. When I say follow a trading plan, I mean have a plan that you are following and you are disciplined to it, you're committed to it, and you execute this daily. This is just like anything else when you want to be successful. You want to have a certain way that you go about this. It's a strategy, it's a skill set, and there's a certain way that you need to go about trading, and that will help you to be organized, that will help you to approach this skill set as a professional, right? Treat this as a business, treat this as $1 million opportunity, and I promise you'll get $1 million results. I take that back. No promises, right? But really, if you treat it like a business, if you treat it like something that you're actually keeping track of and something that you're taking serious, your results will definitely reflect that. So follow your trading plan. Know what days out of the week you are trading. Know what times you are trading so that you don't go out of that time. It's not a gamble. It's not like you step into a casino and you just go crazy on the slot machines. No, there's a strategy behind this. There are volatile times in the market to be trading, and there's times in the market where why would you even be trading? Like, it's stagnant, it's closed right now. You're just getting excited, you know, you're coming at it with a gambling perspective, and that's not what this is. Follow a trading plan, be disciplined, and track your progress, track your trades. I actually have a FOREX trading journal where I keep track of my trades, and this helps me to stay accountable to where I'm at, the mindset that I'm in when I'm taking a trade, and why I actually took a trade. This helps me to recognize, you know, where I'm at in my skill set, and why I make these decisions, and how I can continue to improve. So hold yourself accountable to that. Follow a trading plan that works for you. And going back to tip number 1, when seeking mentorship, have your mentor help you develop a trading plan that works for you, that works with your schedule, because this market is open 24/5, 24 hours out of the day, 5 days a week. And if you're trading cryptocurrencies, that market is open on the weekends. So you can make money at any given time. You just need to know what time works for you. Follow your trading plan and be disciplined, be committed to it, and I promise that your results will just continue to get better. They will continue to progress, and you will thank yourself for it later. Tip number 3 is going to be risk to reward, guys. Risk to reward is everything. Risk management, right? This is not gambling. This is not a casino. This is an actual financial market that some of the largest financial institutions are participating in, like JP Morgan Chase, Wells Fargo, Citibank, etc. So these are whales in the market. They are moving lots of money because, like I said, they are using money that's stored in the savings accounts to trade within this market. So we're talking about a $6.6 trillion market. right? Risk to reward management. So there is money to be made, but there's also money to be lost. And if you're not smart with this, if you don't know what you're doing and you're just going about this as, okay, I'm here to make money, and you're not necessarily taking into consideration any risk or what you should be risking, especially based on your account balance, I can't tell you what kind of results you're going to get. One of the most frequently asked questions I get is, well, how much money can I make? Well, first and foremost, how much money are you willing to invest initially? What are you willing to start out with in an account balance? And that will tell you how much you have to leverage. You need to know how much you're leveraging, how much you're ultimately risking in order to gain a certain amount. So I only like to risk about 1 to 2% of my entire account balance to gain about, 5%, 10%, 20% a day based on the trades that I'm taking. So it's not so much about how much you can make in a trade or how many trades you're taking. It's when you do take trades, you're risking minimum and you're gaining maximum. So honestly, just having a strategy of going about it in a way where you're protecting yourself, you're protecting your money, you know how to manage your money, and you're being smart about it. Smart money concepts, right? You don't want to go into this market and just think that you can do whatever and just go crazy, right? So risk to reward management. If you don't know what that is, again, seek mentorship. Seek mentorship. Don't be afraid to ask people questions, especially people who have been doing this and who have results that you want. Okay, so risk to reward management. Always manage your account like a professional, and you can do that through the right mentorship, through the right education, and the right support. And my last tip, guys, is going to be emotional intelligence. And when I say emotional intelligence, you're going to learn so much in trading because you're dealing with something that gets people triggered emotionally, which is money. You're going to learn that you may have an attachment to money. And when it comes to having an investor mindset, you need to be willing to put something in to get something out, right? And so you have to understand that you're putting money in to gain more of it. But if you're not going about this in a strategic way, in a smart way, you're gonna put yourself in emotional turmoil. You're going to be risking so much money to gain more money. You may become greedy. All of these different personality traits that you may not know you even had will jump out at you because you're dealing with money, your hard-earned money, right? You worked hard for this money, so you naturally have more of an attachment to it because you're thinking of risk. You're thinking of, okay, well, if I lose, how much am I gonna have to work to get this back? Or maybe I'm taking money out of my savings account to put into investing. And that's why it's so important that you are going about this in a smart way, that you're going about this in a professional, managed way, right? Because you're dealing with money, and money is important. Money gives us so much room to do what we would like to do. And so when you're earning more of it, you feel better. But when you're losing it, it doesn't feel too good. So trading teaches you a lot about emotional intelligence and attachment that you may or may not have to money. And it's going to teach you that, as long as you are being smart about this, this is a great way to make money. And if you're not willing to master yourself, to master your emotional intelligence, maybe this isn't for you. Maybe this is not for you. And that's totally okay. But if it is, and if it is something that you're willing to do, the results could be out of this world for you. There's so much opportunity when it comes to this, when it comes to learning how to trade. I have actually also partnered not only with the #1 educational platform in the world when it comes to teaching people how to trade in the Forex market, but I've partnered with a third-party company who will actually give you money to leverage. When you prove that you are a credible, disciplined trader, they will actually loan you an amount of money upwards of $300,000 in an account for you to trade, because you've proven your skill set, because you've proven that you are a disciplined trader and you've mastered emotional intelligence. You know how to work through this market, and you know how to compound your money. There is a company that will actually pay you 70% of your profits and take 30% of it. Now guys, could you imagine getting paid monthly out of an account balance of $300,000? You now have capital. You now have money to work with that you may not have had before. We don't just necessarily have 100K lying around, right? I know I didn't, but I was able to have access to this. Thank you to my mentors, thank you to my educators, and thank you to the people who have taught me about this and who have honestly drastically changed my life, because without knowing this, I don't know where I would be. I would probably be working a job like I always imagined myself to be doing, especially as a parent. I hear that, you know, you have kids and it costs more to live, right? So I want to thank my mentors. I want to thank the company that I'm partnered with in teaching me this amazing skill set, and honestly just preparing me for greatness and for success, giving me a vehicle that not only is making me money, but is helping me to actually put more money into the things that I love to do. And when you have more money, you have more time. You essentially have more time that you get to spend doing the things that you love. When you have more money, you get more creative. So you're doing things that you love and you have more time to do it because it's not spent at a job. So if you're looking into trading, take these tips and apply them, utilize them. Ask me any questions in the chat that you may have. Share your experience with me, guys. And that is my experience with day trading. Happy trading. I wish you guys the best. I know you guys, as long as you apply what your mentor tells you, and as long as you take some of the tips I share with you today, you're going to be successful in your journey. I love all of you. Feel free to reach out in the comments, subscribe to my channel, and share your trading experience with me. I can't wait to hear all about it. And of course, if you're seeking extra mentorship, if you're looking for a way to educate yourself on how to participate in this market, I can also help you with that, as I am an affiliate with the #1 educational platform in the world in teaching people how to trade in the foreign exchange market. I will see you guys on the next episode. Have a great rest of your week, your day, wherever you're at. I love you, and I'll see you next week.